Great Day Reflections. Let me see. Here we go. Great Day Reflections. I am Kayana, your gift, and I'm here today. Uh, this has been on my mind to speak to y'all, or speak to myself, as I like to say, about stepping into the now. Um, Stepping into the now, living in the now, uh, being more present, awareness. Those are all words in my right now that I can get affiliated with this topic. Um, Overall, is how to take action, how to stop procrastinating and start doing, and how to start living in purpose of your life. Um, when used to hear the term find your purpose or what is your purpose, I thought it was an individual thing. Um, I'm learning now, or as I'm learning, that it's more of authenticity of yourself, of your greatest self, of you elevating yourself at every moment. And yeah, so I feel like as humans, um, we have been distorted, or we've been uh, delusionized of living in the now. Um, and not just even with the terms past and future, just by the symbols that we use and the records that are in our minds, the memory that is in our minds, that we help to connect and make such agreements, or make things, or make meaning to things. Because as we know, you and I, we give meaning to the words. Even with the meaning given to us, we create our own meaning based off of those words. Um, because all our minds are different and unique, yet we have a collective uh, like brain. So back to uh, how to start living into the now and stepping out of the other realm or stepping out of duality and coming back into the oneness, and realizing that everything is everything. Everything, I am you, you are me. What's up is below, what's below is up. What's side was left is was right, what's wrong was bad. Everything is on a scale, either a polar scale, which is like mean this one is on the opposite end, which is still on the same scale. Um, yeah, so it's understanding and actually taking away what you have learned, and a lot of things that we have learned from our parents and from um, everyday life, school, and things like that have traumatized our um, subconscious, and gotten us out of a way of thinking for ourselves. And you might say, well, I think for myself. Well, if I was to ask you right now, let's just ask you a question. Let's say 20 times 20 plus 30 plus 50 plus 5 divided by 1. You're immediately going to go, or some of us will go to a calculator for that such a problem. And that's cool, but it's a computer. You're given the you're given the power to the calculator, and you're you're ascending that it's going to give you the correct answer. But as we know, computers are not human, even though they're trying to make it seem like robots or computers are human, or human form, and they're not. They're things that we put information in. We are already informative beings. We have everything that we were born with. We are equipped with all the knowledge that we're going to need in life. We are equipped with from birth. So that means if you were abandoned, um, you were left alone, and you were having to survive by yourself, you will be able to survive by yourself, even if you was concluded into finding a whole new family. What I'm saying is, we are all equipped with minds of our own, And we are getting back to times where we have to use our minds, and they have given, or they put out the technology to suppress the mind. But a lot of us are using technology for the good. We're letting technology serve us, and we're not serving technology. So that's why you're seeing so many informative uh, videos like this one, and informative channels, and informative social media accounts, and family members are just being so informative now, because it's getting to a time again where it's uh, like the breaking news, and it's time to reveal all that. It as soon as you get some information, you want to explain it, you want to tell it. And so, but again, back to living in the now, in a place that we have gotten because of the symbols and the technology and stuff. We have to relearn everything and trust nothing. And I know a lot of people are not gonna sit with this well, because we put a lot of trust in our parents and the teachers that have guided us in so bringing. But if you notice, in most occasions, it was living out their dream through you. They wanted to, it was always living out their dream through you. And it's now time for us to navigate our own dream. And how do you navigate your own dream? Well, you may say, well, use your mind. You start to think. And that's simply said than done, because like I said, we have to reprogram ourselves from using such clutches or crutches to help us. And we have to really think. And I started practicing my thinking recently. I ain't gonna say I've always practiced thinking, but when I took it to purpose, I went to I would just have a thought. Me and my wife would be walking through the grocery store, and I have a thought that I need to remember, and I will literally just sit. I'll be standing in the middle of the grocery store, and I'll just have this like pondering face or pondering look, where I'm just sitting here and I'm literally trying to go in my head or go in my body or whatever that's helping me with the signals, and pulling and trying to figure out how can I get this connection in my mind to fish out what I was thinking originally. And I kid you not, more times now than normal, I have brought back up memory that I thought was no longer there. And I brought back up memory in a place that physically, where I was, like I said, I was at the grocery store sometimes, or at a store. It didn't set no reminder. I had to set the reminder in my mind. So I had to literally go in my mind and remember maybe a smell, remember maybe what I was doing, remember who was around at the time, and go back to those settings, and in that memory, in that now, at that moment. That's the whole living in that, now, and living in that moment, and bring to present what I was thinking about. But I had to bring it into present now, even though it was a day or two. I think it was for instance, this is what the scenario was. I was me and my wife have this thing like movie night or movie day, and I had a movie lined up in my head that I had thought of before we went to the store. So when we went to the store, I had randomly thought about the movie, or was talking about it, and I was like, man, what was that movie I was talking about? And like I was saying, since I'm at this point now, I make it a almost mission or purpose to remember things. So it was my purpose to remember that movie. It sounds cliche, it sounds silly, but we have to practice our memory, and we practice our memory by being present. Being present allows you to travel, and you travel into those moments where you can see the whole scenery, and it brings it back to life in the present moment, where you can speak on it and use past terms to speak about it, but is now in the present moment. And that's the and that's where I'm at now. I'm at a point now where I'm not living in the past, or I'm not living in the future. I'm so far. I'm living in the now, that I'm able to tap into those moments, without going nowhere, and it allows me to bring forth my mind and what I've been thinking this whole time. So it's definitely a practice. Um, living in the to become more aware, to live in the now, to be more present. It is a daily practice. It is a every moment practice. Um, when does this practice end, you may ask? Never, unless you want to go back into the loop of having your expectancies broken. I had to pull that one out. That was literally came from my mind. Is that when I say that, I mean basically when you go back into that loop, it's like you can set and plan, you can set up and uh, point a direction, but if you don't have no action, you're gonna continue to loop into that same up point and then back, up point and then back, instead of taking action and possibly failing or possibly falling, getting back up, head up, strong, doing it, taking a few steps, possibly falling again, possibly failing. But in that process, we are learning, because we're not stumbling most of the time in the same path. We have got through as we continue to practice, as we continue to fall, as we continue to fail. Is allowing us to strengthen our minds, strengthen our bodies, strengthen our hearts, strengthen our soul, to elevate. And as we elevate, we are transforming, we're changing, and we're changing, which is another adjective for dying in a sweet way. You're leaving the past behind, or you're leaving something behind you, and you're stepping into a growth, a new growth for yourself. And in this growth, you'll be able to be aware of what's around you and see it in a bigger picture. And once what was seen before may have a different view when you're looking at it as like a fly on the wall, or a different picture. I've learned that we all are pieces to this puzzle called universe. And just like a puzzle, when we look at an individual piece of a puzzle, sometimes we can't make out even what, like this. But if you was to make that whole puzzle up without that one piece, it wouldn't be that puzzle. It wouldn't be a complete puzzle. It'll be a missing piece. And each piece is valuable. Each one of us is valuable to this puzzle of the universe. Don't ever forget that you have purpose. You have value to this planetary realm that we're in. And as long as we are here, we are serving our purpose. Despite what the world looks at or may downplay us, because like I said in the beginning, the things that we were taught. So we may look, or people judge. That's I was speaking of that in one of my previous videos about judging. Definitely is a low vibration. And if you're judging somebody, therefore you see something opposite, or you see a duality, you see other. And we live in a can't stress this enough. We live on this beautiful planet that we evolve with everything. If we notice that, I don't even I don't even like to go so much as the disconnection of the different species of human, but I like to show the connection that we have with the trees. As I talk out here now, I watch the trees, and they speak back. If I start to speak to this tree, and I have spoken to this tree, and it literally speaks back. So we are one with nature. Um, Everything on this planet is nature, whether if man made it or if nature made it, or if so. Without being so confused, we are everything. We are one, and to become more aware of that and being that fly on the wall, you have to see yourself in every place value. You have to see yourself in every point of view. Be in that person's shoes, as they may say, and connect in a sense of your way of your knowing, but understand that this is you. This is you. I call you my reflections, not because you're viewing this video, because I know when you're watching this, or whoever who may be watching this may have a similar thought pattern to me, and that's what drawn you into this video. So becoming more aware is how you become free. You free your mind of judgment. You free your mind of limitless abilities that you were just told that is just nonsense. It was all lies. So you want to relearn everything. And I love you. I love your moms. I love your dads. I love your parents. Just your school teachers. I love all of them. But they also was told a repetitive cycle thing, and sometimes most of the time based off of fear. And we all know fear is false evidence appearing real, or just an illusion of thoughts or things being told to not serve you. And it's always been lowering your vibration. It has limited you to become your higher self. When somebody told you that you can't do something, and then you just didn't even attempt? So without the failing, without the falling, you didn't go nowhere, and you just stood there. I'm all about expressing being our higher self, and how can we do that? And it's really about letting go of the bullshit, the belief system, which is everything that we were taught, and living your life how you want to, whatever that may be, whatever that may look like, whatever that may come about, however your life may fit you. Do you, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to center yourself in this world of, and gravitate more peace, and you're going to get, and it's going to allow you to have understanding of your why, because everybody's why is different. Even though we're on this planetary together, everybody's why is different, everybody's purpose is different. We're these uniquely beings that have so many similarities, but we are special individuals, and we are here to showcase on this planet our power. You have power, I have power, she has power, they have power over there. We all are collective of power. So just imagine if I was I was always living my higher self. I was always doing my best at every moment. And doing your best is just at that moment, at that time, you giving your all intentionally. Intentionally, not to validate with someone else, but intentionally for yourself. If you gave your fullest, then God dog it, thank you, because that's all that's needed. There's nothing more, nothing less. Um, but I know it's kind of all over the place, but that's just me, and that's okay. But also, I wanted to share with you, um, which I'm gonna leave in the description down below. I create I have a line of products that I do, and my line is called Healing SoulLutions, and Healing SoulLutions. So it deals with healing from the soul, which is the whole purpose, whole chakras, um, and I create different pieces, handmade. All of these pieces are made by me, by my mind, by my hands, by my heart, and I create these pieces because they have helped me in my journey of continuously bettering myself and becoming my best self. So I have well, right now I recently just started a Healing Solutions about a year ago. I just got back into the motion of making actual products. So I have what you see me in a few of my videos. I have these copper wire. But this is brass. But I have these spiral cage with crystals. This is white jasper, I believe, white jasper. I brought a few out here, and I can demonstrate with y'all and show y'all. But I have an Etsy shop. Y'all can find me on Healing Solutions. I'm gonna have the link in the description down below. But this is one of my pieces I created. This is freestyle, or what I like to call a freestyle piece. Just kind of wrapped it over, wrapped it by myself here. You're gonna find this piece on Etsy. I gotta list this piece. So this piece is on Etsy by the time you see this video. So check it out. Go shop on Etsy. If they ain't picked it up yet, y'all go cop this piece. It's a one of a kind piece. I appreciate y'all if y'all go check out my shop, Healing Solutions, down in the below. I also do just the spiral cage. I was inspired. I watched the video. I cannot think of it at the moment. I might put the link of that video down below because it was a great inspirational video. One of the first copper person, I'm gonna say that, copper person that I seen creating this jewelry. Well, one of the first copper people I seen on my, so I'm gonna probably link their video because it was a very good video. Maybe y'all can check it out if y'all are into this craft or and stuff like that. But I also make this. This is made with a 10 gauge copper, real copper, and this is a smoky quartz pennant inside. And yeah, these are handmade. I made this the other day. Literally just kept my got some new inventory. New supplies, new copper that just came in from Amazon. So yeah, I'm about to get to work. I just got my shops up. I got it. So yeah, hold on, real quick. I got an Etsy shop, Healing Solutions. I'm on eBay. I'm gonna have to switch my name, probably switch my name because I was doing some other things on there. But I want to promote my pieces, my craft on there as well. I have a OfferUp, and I have a Merceria, which are all kind of like selling apps. So I'm gonna put the links of those down below. Y'all can go check out my shops and copy y'all a piece of my fine handmade craft jewelry. I also got on there some crystal candles here. Crystal infused candles. It has um, sage and Palo Santo stick. There's a Palo Santo right there, and it's a Healing Solution candle. So I got Healing Solution copper wire crystal necklaces, and I have Healing Solution candles. You can go get you a Healing Solution candle on Etsy too. Go check me out. Another piece. Let me show you my other piece. This is my wife's favorite piece. One of her favorite pieces. She likes them all. She is a fan of my craft, and I thank her for the inspiration and the motivation. This is a heart. Look, y'all. I just started. But this is when I tell you. When you give things your purpose. When I sit down and I make these pieces from the spiral that looks real clean and basic and simple to a piece like this, I'm very purpose driven, and I am focused on what I'm doing, which inspires me to create. We are creators. So yeah, so y'all go check out my Etsy shop. It's gonna be listed down below. I have a lot of things that I like to share. I'm not gonna be telling you that when I come back, but I really be having a lot to share and express and want to uh, share with myself along with my reflections. And I just want to thank you for my mindset now and the opportunity to be aware of where I'm at, where I'm going, and my life purpose. So yeah, I know that's like a little bit, but we're gonna be practicing living in the now because that's the only time that exists. Right now. Right now. So much love to you and 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 you. And I will see you on the next video.